Hi folks, my recent posts have been on two different garments for the Austrian Army, the Bundesheer, and I thought I'd finish off that series with a look at a pair of Austrian Army boots that I've recently purchased. Very nice hot day, summer's day here in England moment, but these are really winter boots. Very heavy boots these are. I've just put them on the scales and each boot's coming at 1,240 grams per boot, so these really are heavy duty boots. This particular pair are from 1989, and I'll show you why I know that, because it's on the outsole. Now in this particular pair, it's what they call half-lined. The bottom half of the boot has a leather lining we'll try and have a look at. There are also full-lined boots, and there's also a summer boot. They all look pretty similar, but the summer boot and the full-line boot have a sort of Vibram commando type outsole, where this particular pair have an outsole that's pretty unique, I think, to the Austrian Army. So as you can see, they're a high level boot with a speed lace system, hooks at the top with these rings at the bottom, in black of course. This is the outsole. You can see the design, it's a very aggressive pattern. I think this would provide tremendous grip, particularly probably in mud, ice, snow. I don't know if you can see that because of the sun, but it says 1989 and the maker's name, which I can't really make out, on the outsole there. So these are used, but they're in very good condition. It's a welted boot. You can see that the stitching, so they could be resoled. Probably take you 20 years to wear these out though, and hopefully I'm getting that in camera, that you've got a thick rubber outsole, and then the midsole appears to be a very thick piece of leather, and then sticks through and glued, and I think then the stitching has also been sealed as well. So very heavy construction. It has a backstay that only goes up so far, and this piece is then quite loose, so to speak, so I'm not sure how that affects ankle protection. These are a 43 size, and I don't think you can see down there, but at the bottom there's the leather, and they are cushioned there, so from this part onwards there's quite a lot of cushioning for the foot. They're quite a soft leather in that respect, but they are heavy. I would think these are probably broken in because somebody's used them, but I think they would take some breaking in, and obviously they're a real strong winter's boot. The insole on these is just a piece of leather basically, so these are going to be a candidate for using one of my new insoles, which you'll see on a separate video. So I'll definitely put a new pair of insoles in these when I get around to using them. They've got the grooves here, which I think are either for snowshoes, maybe even skis, but I think perhaps more snowshoes with the size of the grooves. Somebody watching from Austria can tell me. I'm not sure if they're still using these, because they transitioned to a new uniform, as I mentioned on my other video, just a few years ago, to a camouflage uniform. I'm not sure if they've changed their boots or whether they're still using this style, but they're certainly a pair of boots that would last, if you look after them, I think, you know, a very long time. You could get years and years of wear out of these, particularly then if you went to resoling them. some people, I think I've seen these called mountain boots. I'm not sure if that's 100% the right description for these, because I think they also have a shorter boot for mountain boots. Not 100% sure. I think these are the standard infantry, or were the standard infantry combat boot for the Austrian Army. As I said, these are really a winter pair, half lined. You can get a full line pair, but the outsole is different. It's more of a commando type outsole and a Vibram type outsole, and you can get a lightweight, more summer pair. Say lightweight, I think that probably is a relative term. I still think it'd be a fairly hefty boot, but not as heavy as these. So as usual, when I get round to using them after 500 kilometers or so, I'll come back with another report. That's going to be quite a while, because I'm still working on so many other different pairs at the moment to get the 500 kilometers in on other boots. But if you're looking for a heavy construction pair of boots, I think these cost me now from memory, I think they were £39 sterling. Perhaps need to recheck that if anybody wants to know, and I can post a link to the company that sells these and also sells the other two types that I've mentioned as well. So very heavy duty Austrian Army boots, extremely well made, double stitched, treble stitched in places. The leather on these is phenomenally thick. As I said, would last you a very long time, but that comes at a price, I think, of the weight of the boot. So if you can live with the weight of the boot, then they'll do a great job. Anyway, that's it for now, folks. So take care out there, and I'll hopefully come back with some more updates in the not too distant future.